What is going on, you guys? It's Andrew back with another video, and today we're going to be doing an in-depth review of the Mache runner in the Southside colorway. For obvious reasons, this was a no-brainer. Those of you guys who have noticed, those of you who have not noticed, I haven't made a video in a while. It's because I haven't bought a pair of shoes in a while, to be quite honest with you. But this one was a shoe that I could not pass up under any circumstances. To give you guys some context, if you saw my last video, you saw my experience going to the Mache sneaker pop-up event at Guaranteed Rate Field where the White Sox play, and it was such a cool experience. I got a chance to meet Mache personally, and he was a really, really cool guy, very down-to-earth, just an incredible experience overall, and it felt awesome to be able to actually have my shoe handed to me by the guy himself. It's really funny to me because Mache is a huge White Sox fan. He's always been a White Sox fan. And that's funny to me because I've been a White Sox fan my whole life. I've been the only White Sox fan in my family. And this is just such a cool sneaker collaboration that I never expected, but I'm super glad came to fruition. Before we get into the actual shoe itself, I need to talk about the box, because if you guys saw my video on the Centralia runner, which you guys can take a look at here, the box is special. Every Mache runner has had a super special storytelling aspect to the packaging and everything else. On the top of the box, you have the White Sox logo, the Mache signature, a baseball diamond, and a cartoon version of the shoe itself. That on the top, along with some white pinstriping, which is very similar to the graphic that was on the scoreboard in Guaranteed Rate Fields during the event. On the front panel of the lid, you've got all the different sizes in the jersey style numbering. On one side, you've got Southside written in that old English font that shows up on the new jerseys. Again, the Mache signature X Sox logo, so you've got the collaborative logos there. You got white paneling, black lines, and in the old English font it says outdone by none. That white paneling is all on the bottom part of the box there, and no other logos except for the very bottom, which I think is a super amazing detail. For the White Sox, the scoreboard has these different colored pinwheels. You got blue, red, green, yellow, green, red, blue. You got fireworks in the background with the Mache logo on the scoreboard. This is very special to me because every time the Sox would score a home run in their home games, fireworks would go off behind the scoreboard, and this is just a very beautiful piece that I think really just puts the nail in the coffin as far as how amazing the storytelling aspect of the shoe box itself is. And it's funny because Mache, when I met him, actually was talking about the storytelling of the shoebox. He looked down at my feet, he said, "Oh, you've got the OGs, you already know what I'm talking about," which I thought was incredibly gratifying in that moment. So thank you, man, for that. I really appreciate that. If we take a look at the retro card, I want to call this a retro card even though they haven't retroed. You got the cartoon picture of the shoe itself, the Southside colorway, both shoes, so you see the different tongues there. And then on the other side, you've got images of all the different colorways of the Mache runner since the intermission colorway. What was so cool about this event was I saw so many pairs of the Mache runner. I saw somebody with the St. Charles pair, the gouache pair, and just so many different colorways of the Mache runner were seen that day, and it's just something I don't really see very often because it's not as common of a shoe as like a Jordan Retro. Anyway, I'm gonna get right into the shoe itself because as you guys may have seen from my Centralia runner video, it follows the same kind of paneling. You've got this Vibram outsole. This time it's in white with a yellow Vibram logo. You've got this black midsole with gray speckled pattern paint all along the side, so going around the entire shoe. It's a nice little contrast detail rather than just having a solid black outsole. You've got different textures of suede. You've got this longer cut light gray suede. In the mid paneling, you've got some low cut black suede. Along the heel and along the laces, the eyelets there, you've got this perforated black suede. Underlaying that is a 3M panel, so when you hit these with the flash, that's going to reflect out. On the back heel, you've got this, again, another gray pull tab. You've got a little tag on the side panel that says Southside. It's very synonymous to the Centralia runner. One of my favorite details is the sock liner that kind of pops out along the toe box, which is this white and black pinstriping, very synonymous with the jersey. Obviously, you've got this red baseball stitching along the side panel there. And as I'm rubbing my finger along the suede here, it's just changing shades, and I think that's just a testament to how good the materials are. Again, baseball stitching along the side panel in red, giving it a nice contrast so you're away from the monochromatic color scheme. You got the Mache logo embroidered on the heel on each shoe, and then you get to the tongues where the major difference of the shoe is. On the right shoe, you've got the Sox logo, the SOX logo, and then on the left shoe, you've got the diamond with the actual sock in the middle, all embroidered on this very supple black suede. The laces themselves have this diamond stitching. I believe that's 3M in the laces, and I'm about to find out for sure. Yeah, that's 3M in the laces, and it really pops. It's insane. Getting down into one of my favorite details of the shoe itself is that insole, which again has that same Mache logo on the scoreboard with the pinwheels in the background and some more black pinstriping. It is essentially the logo that's on the bottom of the box here is what appears on the insole of the shoe. And I think that little addition just sets this over the top for me. Now, I decided to go with a size 9 this time around. In my Centralia runners, they're a size 8. And as I was telling some of the guys in line, because some of the people I was standing in line with had never owned a pair of Mache runners, so they were a little unsure of what size to get. I wear an 8.5 in most sneakers. Sometimes I can size down, like in a pair of Stan Smiths or Air Force Ones, I size down. But I typically have a wide foot. With the Centralia runner, I had a very hard time kind of breaking them in because I felt like it wasn't wide enough in the toe box specifically. With the Southside runner, I decided to go with a size 9. I haven't tried these on yet, but I have a feeling that they're going to fit much better than the other ones. Overall, this is a very special shoe to me, not just because of the baseball team that they're associated with, but because of the story that I have to tell about buying them directly from the designer himself. That's something that not a lot of people are going to be able to say they can do. The only other person in line had the St. Charles, the New Orleans colorway of the Mache runner. He had gone to Louisiana. He was in New Orleans for that event. He was able to buy them directly from Mache himself, and he was saying a lot of the same things that I've said about the man. He's very down-to-earth, very friendly, very open. He's talking with everybody, and that's just one thing that I really appreciated about the event, was that even though it was very short and it kind of, very simple, like, hey, come into the stadium, it's completely empty. I've never seen the stadium completely empty. Come and talk to Mache for a few minutes at least. And you know what? It was a great experience because all these people that were in line, that were standing there in the rain, he was there for them. He wasn't canceling on anything. Like, there was no indication that you weren't going to be able to get your size, and that all the people that had RSVP'd, that got to show up, got to experience something very special that not everybody gets to, and I felt like that's what makes this shoe so special to me. So I don't have too much else to say about the Southside runner that I haven't already said, except that if you guys haven't already bought these, if you didn't get a chance to pre-order them when they went live, don't know what to tell you. If you're a Sox fan, these are a no-brainer. Some people might get a little hesitant about that $325 price point, but then again, you're getting a made-in-the-USA pair of shoes that's made with high-quality materials, with an incredible story behind them, and you're not going to be able to get these again. So if there's any kind of hesitancy, squash that. Get your hands on a pair of these if you can. And that's where I think I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button and comment below what you thought. Let me know if you have any pairs of the Mache runners, any of the different colorways that he's come out with over the last, I want to say, almost 2 years now. It's been crazy to see where his brand has gone from the Centralia runner, which I kind of took a risk with that shoe because I was like, I don't know how these are going to turn out, and I was so pleasantly surprised. I couldn't wait to get my hands on this pair, and I'm so thankful that I did in such a manner. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Until next time, this is Andrew signing off. Peace.